Hello everyone, and welcome to another Moments. So, I haven't really been making many videos again because, well, it's just hard between raiding, working, and real life stuff to really have any time to make videos. I used to make them when I got out of work, and now it's like on my way from work to my house. It's like way too fast for me to even think about making a video. So this, however, doesn't mean that I'm going to slow down the pace, even though it has been slow. It means I'm actually planning on increasing it. It's just I'm still trying to work out how, so kind of like bear with me. Also, I'm starting to put out some new content. Well, the site is not exactly new because most people that saw my videos already knew about it, which was my blog, and you can see a few posts I've made there yesterday, mostly about me ranting on warriors and updating what's been going on with my life, but basically I've also wanted to put this on YouTube. And here's the deal. The company I was working for has switched management, and that obviously provokes an increase in workload, which is why things have been kind of slow. Things are steadily going back into pace. Second hard turn. Things are slowly getting back into pace. And I hope that I'm going to be having some more time to work on videos and stuff, but it still is kind of hard, because filming itself is not that hard. I mean, I can shoot just about anything anywhere, but it's editing, because after I film it, I have to edit it, maybe put some background music or something, and, you know, make it look kind of neat. But anyways, I've also released a few videos of me rating ICC, one video actually, of me rating ICC with Insomniac. I hope you guys enjoyed that. And now let me try to explain what happened in Aion, because I don't think I've ever really mentioned why I came back to World of Warcraft. In fact, I might have mentioned a comment or two, but I'm not exactly sure I fully mentioned it. But anyways, I didn't really got along with a lot of people from the Aion thingy, Aion Legion I was in with, especially because not everyone, but about 60 to 70% of them had a big hatred for World of Warcraft, and that kind of pissed me off, because, I mean, I left WoW, but in a way, I still knew that it's like, I mean, it's just an awesome MMO. I mean, yeah, sure, some people might not like it, and maybe WoW is not for everyone, and it's not supposed to be. Just like Aion is not for everyone, and it's not supposed to be. Like, for instance, Aion is not for me. Why? Because it is far too grindy for my taste. You have to grind like a motherfucker. Grind until your fucking eyes bleed. Okay? And I'm not a big fan of huge grinds. Like, for instance, sure, you can say that when I'm doing a raid or something, I'm also grinding. Like when you go do ICC 10 man or ICC 25, you're grinding the reputation. Or when you're doing the same raid boss over and over and over again, you're grinding for gear. Yeah, sure, but it's a different grind, you know? It's like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna go grind this guy for gear, but it's not like I'm doing the same repetitive bullshit all over again, because, I mean, let's face it, it's actually a boss. It's actually like a challenge. Whereas, like, if you were, let's say, leveling something in Aion, in my opinion, it's a lot more boring. Like, you just go and you have to hit the mob like fucking 30 to like 50 times to bring a mob down. It takes like for fucking ever, and it's like, why? It doesn't make any sense why it should take so long of me doing the exact same actions on the same mob until it dies. I mean, you pretty much know the outcome of a battle by the amount of life you go into it, because you can pretty much predict how much life you're going to lose in every single mob fight in Aion. And the problem is, it takes too fucking long to recover your mana, your health, all your shit. It takes too long. And sure, you can say, oh, you just want easy mode stuff. No, I just want to get to the fun part of the game and not just staying there fucking beating the same mob over and over and over until my goddamn eyes bleed. What the fuck? And that was also one of the things that pissed me off, the grind. And after that, when I finally got into instances in Aion, everything, and I mean everything, was tank and spank. And I'm like, well, yeah, sure, it's fun if you get like 1 or 2 bosses that you gotta tank and spank, but I mean, come on, let's get some more spice into it, some little something, you know? But no, it's just fucking tank and spank. And the difference is, the harder the boss is, the harder he hits. And that was the only difficulty level I could find. Like, killing a raid boss, it wasn't a matter of strategy or whatever, no. It's a matter of numbers. Like, okay, 50 people go, oh, we didn't manage to kill it, okay, we'll bring 100 people next time. And that's the kind of stuff that I don't like. And I mean, it's actually a part in WoW that pisses me off, because raids are limited, but I can also understand why they're limited. Because it makes no sense, if a strategy doesn't work, just throwing more numbers at it. It's just retarded. I mean, there's gotta be a limit somewhere where you say, no, dude, if you can't fucking get a strategy of 10 people or whatever to kill this guy, you can't just bring 30 more and down him. No, that's just retarded. So that's also a mechanic I didn't enjoy. But then, now I'm gonna tell you about something that I did enjoy a lot in Aion, which was the combat system. And I'm not saying the combat system like in you running up to another person and beating him up. No, it's more like the skill usage system, let's put it like this, because there was no face roll in Aion. I mean, like for instance, you go to World of Warcraft, you get a Retribution Paladin, you bind like 100 different skills on a cast random macro, and boom, you can kill shit with it. On Aion, no, not gonna work. You have to go there, and you have to actually know what you're doing with your character, which is actually something I like. Like for instance, let's say, I don't remember the combos, but I remember that like when my character would block an attack, I would have a choice of 3 attacks. And after those 3 attacks, I might get a chance to proc something that might give me a special attack. And I thought that was kind of cool, because it's like, it's reactive combat. I mean, you also have that in WoW, but you can basically spam the shit out of it, and if it procs, it procs. If it doesn't, it doesn't matter. But in Aion, it doesn't work. Like, if you start spamming shit, it just doesn't work. You actually have to like press your keys in a distinct order. At least it was with the character I was playing with, which was a Templar. It was like, I always knew, okay, no, I'm going to start with this, because it makes this amount of aggro. And this unlocks my next skill, X, and boom, and X unlocks my skill Y, which I also have to press a different button. And then if I block, it unlocks my skill U, which I have to press a different button. And that kind of stuff I enjoyed. Because like every fight, when I was fighting, it's like you really feel that you're in control. And sometimes in World of Warcraft, you kind of lose that sensation of control, because you're like just spamming the same buttons over and over. In some classes, I'm not saying everything is like this. Like for instance, my warrior, I spam, a lot of times I have to spam Devastate, Shield Slam, Revenge, and sometimes I kind of feel that I lose control a bit, but I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain, because most of the times when I'm spamming, it's like I choose a different order of stuff that I'm spamming, which means I'm still retaining some control, but sometimes, like let's say I'm just kind of sleepy, I'll just spam whatever keys I want. You know, it's like in World of Warcraft, you can be better if you know what you're doing, but you can also be a piece of shit and achieve, like, let's say, within 30% result of someone who's better than you. In Aion, you wouldn't be able to do that, because you can't just spam shit. So that was actually one thing I did like. However, that thing that I did like was immediately destroyed by something which completely spoiled the game. You're flying, you're chasing a ranged class, and you just can't hit it. Can't do it, not gonna work, because you're almost there, just almost there, nope, sorry. And that was like a complete deal breaker for me, especially because I was playing a tank, and I don't mind not making that much damage, but I do mind not being able to hit other players. Now that I'm thinking about what I'm saying, I think I've already said this in the video. I might not have. Not sure. I'm gonna upload it anyways, so whatever. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed.